And welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Some of the best eating in the world is Nebraska beef and Nebraska meat products. It's always a good idea, though, to shop smart when looking for beef.
You combined the
words.
words.
I did, yeah. Looking for beef, pork, or poultry at the meat case.
It's time for another interview with a representative of the farm women's group Common Ground. The Common Ground organization is always working to get a positive message out there about agriculture. So joining us now with more is Carol Swan. Thank you for being here today, Carol.
Hey, Carol. Thank you so much for having me.
You bet.
How's everything going on your farm?
Real good, real good. Thanks to Brad, we've had wonderful weather.
Yeah, that's right.
Ready for Christmas? Have your Christmas presents wrapped?
Oh, pretty much, pretty
good.
much, yeah.
Good. A little bit ahead of me. Right. Let's talk about buying meat at the meat case. You brought some examples here today. What's your, I guess, your advice on that?
Okay, well, I just want to reiterate, we have the safest, most abundant, most economical, most available meat in the world, and we are so fortunate in the United States, particularly the Midwest, to have this. Well, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about some things to look for. One of my favorite things is a manager special. This one particularly is like half price. It was $12.99 a pound, now it's $6.49. This is almost a pound piece, so technically this could be a 2-serving piece. So it's half price, so don't be afraid. If you see manager special, grab them up.
Go for it. It doesn't mean that it's old.
That's right.
It doesn't mean that it's
old or aged or anything. It's just been in the meat counter long enough. They said it's time to move on. So I know lots of people will prowl the meat counter every day just to get manager specials.
So a good chance to save a little money there.
A lot of money there. Okay. Yeah, you can also buy your big bulk products and cut it up and save it yourself. Another one is your ground beef. There are so many ground beef options. I have 93.7, 85.15, 80.20, 70.30. These are 1-pound chubs, and there's quite a difference in price. Like your 93.7 was $4.77 per pound, down to $2.97 per pound for the 70.30. Now there's a plethora of ground beef choices in the stores and prices. I was amazed.
I think we have a graphic there that shows that as well.
Okay.
That'll come up on screen. There it is, yeah. So showing the lean fat ratio and the price.
So my favorite and probably the most economical is the 80-20. There was a special on it for $2.48 a pound. For 10-pound chubs, you can chop those up and freeze them in like 2 pounds segments, and they'll keep a long time. But one of the things, if you're shopping for casseroles, go with the less expensive, because if you brown it in the microwave, you can get all that fat off. Even though like your 70-30, you might save as much as, like in a 5-pound batch of chili that you need 5 pounds of ground beef for a huge batch of chili, you could save as much as $5–6 in your ground beef by purchasing the 70-30, and your yield is not going to be but maybe 5 ounces of beef. So, and you can get the grease off in the microwave, like I said. So you can kind of shop around like that and think about that, because if you think about $5, nearly $5 a pound versus almost $3 a pound on the 1-pound basis, and then if you shop around and get your bulk ones and look around a little better, it's just one thing to look at.
Yeah.
Keep your calculator, kind of think about some things.
Do you ever buy this one, the 93.7?
No, I don't, because it's a wonderful, wonderful product. It's healthy, less fat, but it lacks a little flavor. It doesn't want to stick together. I know there's just something, it's just so lean. Fat kind of gives the flavor to it.
Yeah.
Even though they talk about fat, it does give flavor.
We don't have a lot of time now, but for this segment, but tell us, you had something about turkey and chicken as well. And we can show those graphics too.
Okay, the turkeys have been very inexpensive. They've been down to 77 cents a pound, so that is very cheap. When you look at a turkey, say a 20-pound frozen turkey will yield 11 pounds of cooked meat, or like 54%. They'll keep a long time in the freezer. If you want to buy turkeys now, save them for summer barbecues and things. And then the chicken one, this is my brother brought this up to me. He was buying wings for his boys, and it was like $30 and $40 worth of wings to barbecue for his 4 big boys. So he said, oh, I went over and got some turkey legs, or chicken legs and chicken thighs. So like for half the price, twice the meat, he was able to feed his boys equivalent of wings, and they were happy. So that's one idea, how to utilize some, think outside the box and do some other things. And then the pork loins, I see they were an ad for $1.50 a pound. You can't beat that. This is a half of one. This is about 3 pounds. You can slice it for chops. You can put it in the crock pot. You can roast it. Wonderful, wonderful. This piece is 3 pounds, so it would be like $4.
Oh, excellent to know.
So you think about that. It's just, if you got to think outside the box, prowl through, dig through your meat counter. I'm always digging through.
Dig through.
That's right. You got to look for the deal.
That's right. Yes.
All right.
Thanks, Carol.
Thanks, Carol.